Alright, I'm back. Cats are fed. They're happy, licking their lips, all that fun stuff. And to answer your question, Gamer, they are still making Sky Factory. They are working on Sky Factory 4 and it's currently in beta. I believe it's closed beta. You can't actually get it, but I have seen it in testing. We need a comparator. We probably are going to need a red string container. We need what we didn't use before, which I have to remember where I put it. I don't know where I put it. There it is. Total storage, emit signal. We need that on here, and then we need to put the red string comparator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, you're empty. What do I need you for? Oh, never mind. I know. 6. We're gonna put it as far back as I can. This is where it goes. Yep. The crystal cube reads storage. You can withdraw stuff from the network from it, but you can also pull a comparator signal based on how much storage you have of that particular item. Alright, so we have a comparator. And we're gonna leave that block. Let's figure this out. You need one for each item that you're going to detect off of. How much is this giving off now? Wrong way. I don't have any redstone on me. I put it all away. All right. Take care, Nuggets. Thanks for hanging out. It's not giving off any. Should hit again. I need to be far enough away that carry on doesn't trigger. Maybe the comparator only works to the back. This is, I believe, the same problem we were having when we were doing the crafting. That it just isn't reading the... It's not emitting a redstone signal for... shows fill level, shows full storage. Those are status. Those actually are visual. This is the one that it should be, so perhaps it just doesn't work. If that's the case, we might just use an iron chest and upgrade it. 32 stacks. That's a decent number, but a regular chest is 27 stacks. If we just did a gold chest, that would be a lot of living rock. Just want something larger than a regular chest, so do an iron chest. Do I happen to already have an upgrade or an iron chest? Does not appear so. This is like my random chest, and this is my random blocks that I haven't placed in these things. This is going to be my colorful room here, I think. I want to have like the dye, the wool, and then anything like the colored planks, carpet, terracotta, whatever, that's the same color up here. So it's going to have the 16 colors. Starting here with red and going that way. Yeah, you're thinking vanilla. I don't have a shulker box for one. And two, I only need a certain amount. A shulker box holds how many stacks? Same as a chest. Let's just make an upgrade. This one. 8 iron ingots and with quark you can get renewable shulkers. I don't know how quark does that, but you can do that with Botania too. You can generate shulkers from Botania. Oh, I need an item frame. I wonder, can we use the quark ones like this one? Well, I installed drawers. It's not in the main pack. I installed it because I wanted drawers. That's kind of cool. Alright, does that output a signal? Maybe we're just too far away. I am so confused. Did I place the right red string block? Yeah, it's a comparator. See? So it must not work with iron chests. Well, one more thing to test. Let's grab a regular chest. Now that should definitely be working. And it's paired with it, right? Oh, it's paired with the floating daisy, isn't it? It doesn't go beyond the floating daisy. Why are you... Oh, you know what? The floating daisy must give off a redstone comparator signal that I didn't know about. Okay, if that's the case... That's the case, I need to put the comparator over here and run a line. So let's move you out again for the I'd rather have the iron chest there. I was just thinking. I know I said half a sentence there, but like for the I mean, the drawer would be nice, but then I would have the problem with the hopper hawk. So to solve that problem, okay, so do you set off signal this way? You do. Alright, so I could still run it in the wall. It's a long distance to get to there. But, I can do it. I can do it! Because eventually I'm going to change these walls to something else instead of stone. So let's move you back to there. You're still bound? Yep. And we'll go this way. And this way. There. Okay. Comparator signal. We want to fill it up as much as possible. Is that everything? Okay. And that is a signal strength of 9 right now. I'm going to assume 15 means full chest. We'll need probably at least one repeater. And who knows if we need a torch. I'll just grab that stuff too. Let's lay down the living rock. And it needs to go to there. Can it also go to this spot and have a redstone piece right here? Will that trigger this piston? Redstone people? It points to it like that. Okay, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Actually, let's put it here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That'll be an almost full chest. And then it should hit the piston and move it out of the way. If that's the case, let's put it back. And we'll watch it happen. I think I have this set for a minute. Oh, it's only halfway, so we'll have to wait 30 seconds or so. I think it's a minute 10. So when that happens, this is empty, so we can pick you up. And have I had that sign on me since I killed the that slime and I didn't even see that I had a sign on me? Alright. There we go. And it did not do the rest. Am I missing redstone somewhere? That's a problem, isn't it? That's all correct. It fired the mana spreader. Oh, we have to wait one more minute. Derp. I forgot. It does this first, and since there were blocks there, it wouldn't do the pistons first. Gotcha. I'm like, I just need to make sure this works. And let's make sure you're still tied to the network. You are. How are we doing? Almost there. Go! Yay! And then this should work. I have this kind of slow. There we go. And then it'll convert these 6 blocks, and it'll continue and continue and continue until this turns off. In which case it'll go up here and hit the piston, and the piston will go out of the, move the block out of the way. Woohoo! We did it! Another project to check off my list. We do need to do the same thing for Living Rock, and the Living Rock farm is set up a little different. There's a complexity. We're gonna have to use some wireless redstone. Alright, so for those of you who haven't seen this, this is my Livingwood farm. It works in the same principle. I have it turned off right now. The tiny planet will break the blocks when they've been converted to Livingwood. The way I have it turned off is that the pistons are all extended, so it pushes the blocks up out of the way of the pure daisy that's down here. Okay, so instead of pistons pulling the blocks into the tiny planet space, I have pistons underneath of it pushing them up into the space. Okay. I only have 6 instead of 8 because I don't have this is not a combination lens. I think it's just bore, and it would need to be bore, potency in order to break 8, I believe. If you remember looking at my flint farm that I had multiple lenses, that's what I would have had to, I think that's what would have had to do here, and I didn't want to. Then this is our timer over here to fire the mana spreader. Okay, and to trigger the pistons. So I just have it turned off with a lever right now. So what we're going to need to do is pull the comparator signal off of this, not go straight through this way, because again we'll have a problem with the pure daisy, and have it come over here to trigger the system. The other thing we have to deal with is this wood is currently not coming up here. I just have an item elevator. That's what's in this polished basalt, is a dropper that spits items into a solid block space and they shoot up through here to the elevator. The wood comes from the farm and I have it going 2 directions. I have the wood dropping down there, and there's a packed ice tunnel going that way toward the Livingwood, but I also have it going this way into another item elevator going up to the endoflames, where it's being turned into charcoal to become endoflame fuel to turn into mana. Okay? The way I have it switching directions is there are 2 daffodils down there, which are essentially Botania's fans. Yeah, today seems overflow protections on everything, yep. So the fans down there, one blows one direction and one blows the other direction, and I have an animated torch. I suppose I could go down there. I have an animated torch from Botania that sends a redstone signal in the way that it's pointing, which right now it's pointing that way. So that is the fan that's working. Okay, and this clock, this hourglass, when I put stuff in it, will switch this torch every time the clock ticks. So every so often the birch wood would go that way. Okay? That's how I'm sorting where the wood goes. Currently, it's off because I didn't have overflow protection on that farm to be able to say, okay, when the drawer up there is full, this needs to not come this way. It needs to not switch. That's going to be a challenge because hourglasses don't function with redstone, they function with mana. You have to hit it with a mana burst to turn it off. I have about a half an hour solid, so you can hang out for half an hour. So yeah, we have to figure this out as well. Yep. So first things first, we will work on the on-off of the Livingwood creation. Then we'll have to figure out sending wood that way or sending wood that way. So that, yeah. I have no way up because I use my pickaxe that destroys blocks. Great. I mean, it's helpful for the usual parts. Let's grab a few blocks. And put a torch there so we don't get a stupid zombie spawning. Alright. Don't need you. I have a bunch of saplings. That is because this is what picks up the saplings and it's been full forever. So these just despawn. I'm currently not concerned about it because when we get a munch dew here, eating the flowers for mana, we'll have far less saplings drop. So I'll have less items floating around here. So I'm not concerned about that right now. It'll get fixed. But up here, we're going to do this setup first, and then we'll need to do that one. I have a comparator. I don't have a comparator. I have a red string comparator. So we need to make some comparators. That startled me because I haven't heard it running in so long. Let's make 16. Oh, I don't need that much wood, but thank you. Okay. And no, we need more than that, but we're gonna do that first. And then we need to make more sticks. Okay. Woo! Alright. So how do we do this? I know it's the same as this for the most part, but I don't have like a piston system for the activation of this. Yes, auto crafting, those sorts of things would also be something I can do. It's going to require a very large setup. Yep. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the comparator signal. See, if I pull it here, it's going to be visible. It'll be like right here. Do I want that? Is that okay with me? Or should I go the long way and go that way to get here, this block? How would I get to that block with all of this? All right, so let's think about this. Well, you know, no, because that would still run the piston. Hey, knock it off, you two. Let's see. Yeah, the line down here is the piston line. Those are the pistons underneath the farm. So it just wraps around and goes that way. Just trying to think about how I could change this so that I could use a piston and make it easier on me. But, yeah. I could lower these 3 blocks to here, here, you know, and have it down and have redstone repeat. No, I can't do repeaters. Yep, the repeater, the lever is currently just overriding the hourglass so that the hourglass doesn't tick the farm. Yep. So I know that that is the block that is going to shut the farm on and off because it sits so that it triggers both directions. But I'm trying to think if I move this stuff around. I need the pistons to go first. And then I need the spreader to come after. If you invert the signal using a torch, you could possibly merge the comparator signal with the lever and hourglass. I'm wondering if I can do wireless redstone here, like I did with my rune crafting. You know, where I had an interceptor firing. I'd need a retainer, because the retainer gives the constant signal. And then in order to turn the retainer off, I would need to give it another signal, and that signal would come from... Alright, thinking here. Comparator signal from here. When it reaches, for example, like our runic altar, when it reaches 1, it does something. When it reaches a level 2, it does something else. If we put a retainer here, so it'd be an interceptor retainer setup. The retainer, if you remember, when it gets a signal, it holds a constant redstone signal, which would turn this off. And then if we pulsed the request again, or sent another redstone signal, it would resume this. Did that make sense? I mean, I have to make some parts, but that way I wouldn't have to change anything at all of this. I would just have to put the interceptor against this line of redstone right here. I'd have, well, the retainer. I am going to attempt that. Okay, I do not have... I have interceptors. I do not have a retainer, so let's make a retainer. Yeah, it uses the mechanics that we did earlier to do the Rune of Earth crafting. The wireless redstone that Corporea offers, which I don't know how many sparks we have. Let's see, we need retainer. Chest and but we're gonna probably need more sparks. I have 6, yeah. We're definitely going to need more sparks. So I have the regular sparks, and then we're going to need ender air, and is it pixie dust? Yep, so we have some pixie dust in here. Alright, and then the rest of the sparks are here. Let's grab you, we'll do 12. Because we also need to get the... I don't want you in there, I want you in there. the Corporea system needs to be brought over to where the Livingwood is. I don't have it over there yet, so I can't request it from the network. Yep. Okay. Retainer. Chest. Corporea spark. Okay. Let's get the droppers out. Droppers. Corporea sparks. Now that I'm seeing it, we're probably going to need more than this. But let's get it, the Corporea network moved. We have it to here. I'm not gonna, do the bookmarky doodad. Okay, so if we have it here, and it actually goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put it under here. Wink. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I want to put that in the grass, or do I want to put that in the length? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you're connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Counting with WINRY. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put it here. Are you connected? Yes. Oh, you even paired all the way over there. That's nowhere near. Okay, so now we can do this. Now we have the sparks. We have the technology to do this, I hope. Retainer? Yes. Okay. So if we use the red string box, if we use the red string comparator, we're going to go into the wall this way because we're going to be needing to put a couple of redstone pieces. So we'll do that. This will give us an opportunity to put a wall up that is decorative. That way. And the detection will go this way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine. No, because that would cause interference. We'll just do this way because I don't want to get complicated. Oops. 10, 11, 12. Hi Scooshy, nice to see you. Am I out of torches? I am out of torches. We will need to get some more torches. Alright, let's grab torches. Do I have wood? I have wood. There we go, there's a couple torches. Okay. Alright, so this is what number again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, I like that. Okay, so we need the funnels. Making requests. First request will be when we're getting kind of low. Right here, I think. We'll do it repeaters. Repeaters. I am trying to set up overflow protection and automated crafting of Livingwood using Corporea. So we have that with a repeater. Yeah, this is just to run the single strength down. Because again, we're detecting how much is in that whatever storage that happens to end up being. Probably just a chest. And this is just to run it down. This is at a signal strength approximately 11, 12, so it's starting to run out of a couple stacks. And then the other one will be right here, which will be a full drawer. So we've got you, and are you close enough? No, so we need to put another one so that you're close enough. This is gonna have an item frame on it. Don't know what I'm going to put in it yet. It has to be something not in this network. That will never be in the network. So I'll probably name something and put it in there. And this funnel needs to be intercepted. Intercepted over here. Whoop. And it needs to be intercepted. Whoops. Here. Arg. Let me out. You can compact it with more knowledge. Yeah, I'm sure I could, but again, that's not the point of my learning the pack. It's just to learn what I need to understand. And then I need the retainer here. This interceptor needs to have the same thing in its item frame that that one does. And when it receives a signal, this one will be solid. Okay. So that should work to turn it off. That's not what we want. We want it to turn on, isn't it? When it hits that one. We want it to turn off when it hits the other one, which also needs to be a funnel. Alright, so the comparator will go up to here and it'll trigger that, which shouldn't do anything. Oh, it probably will. I'm making this more complicated than it should be, I bet. Hey, Hermes. Oh, Thank you for the bits, Shishki. I appreciate it. And I just popped my chair. Because Hermes wants to be held. Alright, oh, I think I'm making this more. No, I already said no. Go lay down somewhere. Okay. I might have to figure this out off on my own again so I can sit and stare at things. Because this isn't good viewing. Hermes, seriously? Knock it off. No! Alright. Why was the other one so much easier to do? You're right, you can't force a solution. You just have to figure things out. And this, to me, made some sense, but now that I'm looking at how the redstone will go light up, it'll light this one up first, which I don't want to do anything unless it's coming down. I don't know. How am I thinking of this? Am I thinking of this? So when it gets to here, it's not full. So why would I need to do anything? I'm thinking of it backwards. It's also why you don't do creative on stream. It does help me to try to figure this out, because then I get you guys to say, why don't you try this? How does this work for you? Because then my head does some thinking too. I mean, that was very helpful with the last stream when you were talking me through some of the redstone stuff, and then it made sense to me, so I was able to then go off and do the thing that I did. But I'm stuck here. This is not what I want. Hi, Folkendov. Nice to see you. Actually, you know what? Since redstone doesn't impact hourglasses, why don't I just stick a piston with a redstone block here and pull it in and out? And then I could set up the exact same system, pretty much, to what I have over for the Rune of Earth and all the other runes that are going to be happening. See, because that already sends the signal into that, so it would turn it off. Even if I turned that off, it would still be off. So then my only need is to control, dang it, this piston. And it needs to be retracted when that is has space, and it needs to be extended when it's full. At least we know what I need to do. And I think I'm gonna do this thing here. I think that's what I'm going to do, is control this piston. Because with it retracted all the way, it won't be touching any of this other redstone either, so it'll work. I don't need you. So doing the comparator thing in a... what does the subtract mode do again? One, this isn't working because we need... Do we need that, or did we just figure out that doesn't work at all with these? I think we figured out it doesn't work at all. We need a item frame on there, and I do, okay. Otherwise it's gonna be picking up all the birchwood, and I don't want that. Two sides are inputs that will be subtracted from the main input. Ah, yep, this is a shulker box. Yep. What is that about? It's my redstone box. It's just stuff so I don't have to go back and forth. Oh, I put the planks in here. Where are they? Yeah, nothing special. Okay. So this works. Oh, it is being useful. It does have a use. Giving off a signal strength of 13. And that is how full? So a signal strength of 14 is what we would want. No, it's just a colored shulker box. To be honest, I just need to get this signal over there. This signal strength of 14 needs to go over there. So that when it's more than 14, it extends the piston. Just how do I... It would be a lot easier if I could put this red string comparator back there, but because there's a pure daisy here, it gets in the way. So what we could do is move this chest. And it needs to go back there somewhere. I have so much stuff in my inventory. Okay. Really gonna move the chest. If I move it and have... Dang it. If I put it back here somewhere and then had the comparator over here and just had the red string, the red stone line go this way. Like across here, it should. Oh, it might not actually go into the piston. I might have to. Because I think if with it there, I think it'll go next. Whoop, next to the piston, not into. Yeah. So it would have to be... Keep picking up the birch wood. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, we should be able to do 14 over that way somewhere. Nine, 10. Figure out where that chest is gonna go. Can't be anywhere near this redstone because we're gonna have to turn off that here so that it well, we're gonna have to put a detector, some wireless redstone with the funnel interceptor to detect the chest here, which again we'll have to not use this drawer, and then have it go flip the animated torch over there. Yep, that's what we're gonna have to do, right? So if we put the drawer, we could, how many is this? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we only need 4 more pieces of redstone. 11, 12, 13. 14. Well, to be all well and true honest, we could just stick the chest here and not use the remote one. Alright. That should be working. Why are you not detecting the chest? full of garbage. Oh, there it goes. And it's to there. One more and it'll work. So if we put... Alright, that lever is no longer doing anything. And then if we take you out, need to reset this whole thing for now. Okay, so it's converting the wood. My timer over there might be just a little off because it might have taken longer than normal to place the 6 pieces of living wood, but it should flip over in the next 30 seconds or so, and when it does it should push these up, and then the mana spreader should fire to break them. Come on, you can do it. Woo! Ah. Why are you up? Oh. Because picking that up shuts it off. Just that little amount turned it off. Gotcha. That's fine. We do have a problem with that. In that, when it turns back on again, these are going to be okay, let me say, when it turns back on again, those pistons are going to fall and more wood's going to be there, and these are still going to be here. I don't think they'll get broken. I think they'll keep going up to there. We'll have to see. It's off right now because it's full. We need to get the Corporea hooked up to it, which now it might be a little far away for that. It needs work. Nope, we're connected. So now I should be able to see Livingwood on the network. I didn't want to... you need the blocks. These are the blocks that the Ranuncarpus, that flower that places blocks there, is configured to place the birch onto. That block there. So when they're down, it will place the wood only on these blocks. So it can't be the piston. It won't place on top of pistons, I don't think. So yeah, they're sticky pistons and the blocks are that type because that's what's configured for placing the wood. Yeah. I don't think, yeah, it's time to experiment. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think it can place on a piston. I didn't want to try that. It's good enough. It works. What I'm going for is working. It works. This works. It does what I need it to. We can figure out the little flaw here. Or just deal with it. Yeah. Because it can only push so far. You know? I don't think there are any holes up here where it's going to push the 15 blocks. So at some point the pistons are not going to be able to push up any further, and I'll have a pile of birch up here. At this point I don't care. So yeah. We have it working. We don't have the other step, but I don't have time to do that today. The other step will be to fill this drawer, which will become a chest, since I'll need to pull a redstone signal off of it to send the wireless redstone down to that animated torch down there. So, yeah. Woo! Okay, we're done. We've done quite a bit today. I'm so very happy with everything that we have accomplished so far. I still want to hide the sparks. I don't really need to see them, but this is helping as we set things up of knowing where my paths are. And it looks like this has corrected itself. So it was because the network had gotten disconnected when I created that other network with the master spark that wasn't colored. Because you only have one per network. So once I had two, it broke the network. So yep, that's fixed. Well, I will be back tomorrow morning. I have no clue what I'm going to be working on. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning with some more Floramancer, and we'll see what we get into trouble doing. I hope you enjoyed today. If you're not already following, please hit that follow button. You'll be notified when I go live. Have a great Saturday, folks. See you tomorrow. Bye.